Hello and welcome to another episode of What's Inside. Today we're looking at another Imperial Assault villain pack for Star Wars Imperial Assault. This is Agent Blaise, ISB Interrogator. That could be pronounced Blaise, but I'm pretty sure it's Blaise. Because, well, let's face it, he might not be the best interrogator. So, thanks again to my buddy Wyatt for letting me open all this cool Imperial Assault stuff. And this is just continuing Imperial Assault Week here on What's Inside, because it's going to take a week to get them all in. So, let's open this guy up and see what's inside. He's supposed to be pretty tough, but we'll see. Contents are 1 plastic figure, 1 rule sheet, 3 agenda cards, 4 command cards, 2 skirmish mission cards, 3 deployment cards, 1 condition card. You do need the Imperial Assault core game, obviously, to play. And one of the side missions requires the Bespin Gambit expansion. So let's take a look here and see what we got. I'm going to use the scissors. Please be careful when using scissors so, you know, mom and dad don't get mad at you. And get permission from a responsible adult before using sharp things. And you gotta be careful not to cut your cards, because that could actually be fairly easy to do if you're not paying close attention or you're just incompetent. And I fall into that category of general incompetence when playing with sharp, pointy things. So if you see me with pointy things, you should probably stay about 5 feet away. Alright, let's get our pack out of the way so we can look at the figure first. Alright, looks like he's got speeder bike armor on, but let's take a look at the mini, and he's not wearing his helmet, which is kind of stupid. Whatever, I guess they had to distinguish him. As usual, it's a Fantasy Flight mini, so they look really good, very detail-oriented. He's got his fist shaking angrily, because those pesky rebels keep getting on his lawn. And he's got a long-range heavy rifle like Dengar. So let's move him out over to the side here. Here, I'll put him in frame while I'm getting the cards out. And let's look at our insert sheet first. Alright, so here's our contents list, as always. And then here you got your skirmish mission. This one does use some of the tiles from the Bespin Gambit expansion, so be aware of that. There is a tile list down here, and it uses looks like 4 of them: 2A, 3A, 5A, and 8A from Bespin. So you're going to need those if you want to play the mission with this one. Alright, oh, no, that's what those symbols mean. I haven't played this game yet, but it looks awesome. Wyatt seems to enjoy it, obviously, because he bought all this stuff, and I've heard really good things about it. It plays very similar to Descent, if you've played that. It uses kind of the same engine, with a few changes and what people are calling upgrades. Alright, so here's your skirmish map, or side mission map, rather. And so you got a big section here, 1 door there, and a whole big section here. This one also uses tiles from the Bespin Gambit. It uses 3A, 4A, and 6A. So be aware of that. There are the rewards and everything listed here. These are on pretty nice paper, so I'm pretty confident that they'll hold up over time. Let's take a look at the cards here. As always, be careful when taking these cards out of these plastic things, because they will scrape the sides of the cards if you're not careful. So you get a fair amount of cards here, and let's see what we've got. Let's check the command cards first, or let's go with the command cards first. There's 4 of them here. All right, we've got Espionage Mastery, specific to this character. Use after you resolve interrogate. Return your discard command card to your hand, then draw 1 card. Intelligence leak, spy. Used during your activation to look at your opponent's hand. You may choose and discard a command card from it. Then you suffer one exhaustion. Then you suffer exhaustion equal to that card's cost. That's a little harsh, but could be useful. Collect intel. Use at the start of a round if you have one or more spies on the map. Look at your opponent's hand of command cards. And there's a second collect intel. Let's look at this card here. This is one of these, which I believe is a condition card. Hidden. Beneficial. When defending, apply -2 accuracy to the attack results. While attacking, apply +1 surge to the attack results. After you resolve an attack, you must discard this condition. Alright, let's look at these other cards. Alright, we got 3 deployment cards. Let's start with Imperial Intelligence Security Breach. Bespin Imperial Facility. Play this card as side mission Security Breach. Specific to this character. After rebels resolve any other side mission, discard this card and receive the reward listed below. Reward is the character. Classified Techniques. Report sealed by Agent Blaise. Or I still say Blaise. Sounds better. Agent Blaise doesn't sound very threatening. Agent Blaise sounds like he's gonna go play arson or something. Keep this card secret. Play it during any mission at the start of an activation. Ready one of your class cards. Then either discard this card or shuffle it back into your agenda deck. 1 influence. Under surveillance, 2 influence. Keep this card secret during setup of any mission. You may place this card in your play area. When a rebel figure declares an attack, place 1 strain token on this card. At the start of a hero's activation, you may remove 3 strain tokens from this card. If you do, that hero suffers 1 exhaustion. At the end of the mission, discard this card. Alright, let's look at our skirmish mission cards. A. To your stations. ISB headquarters. End of each round, each player gains 3 VPs for each security station he controls. Then for each security station, the player who controls it chooses a hostile figure in line of sight of that security station. Each of those figures suffers 2 damage. Reconnaissance. ISB headquarters. Setup. Each player claims 5 mission tokens that match the color of his deployment zone. These tokens represent holocams. Figures can attack holocams, health 4, defense 1. Each end of each round, each player may place 1 holocam he has claimed in a space adjacent to one of his figures. Then each player gains VPs equal to the number of hostile figures in line of sight of one or more of his holocams. Alright, now the last 3 cards we're going to look at. Let's see, we got Zilio. These are the Imperial cards. We got Zelo Technique, Skirmish Upgrade, cost 1. Exhaust this card while a friendly figure is defending to reduce the pierce value of the attack results by 2 to a minimum of 0. While friendly figure is defending, you may discard 1 command card to apply a +1 defense to the defense results. Limit once per attack. Gotta say, I really like the art on these. Alright, we've got 2 agent cards. They appear to be incredibly similar. Let me check what the symbols mean again. Alright, we'll look at the campaign deployment icon, which is the moons. We'll look at that one first. Cost of 6. Surge of +1 damage. Surge of +1 damage. Surge Pierce 2. Surge +3 accuracy. The only difference between these cards is the text for the special abilities. And this one is To activate agent, resolve an optional deployment. During this deployment, reduce the deployment cost of spy and trooper groups by 1. Surge menace, increase Imperial symbol by 1. Health of 8, speed of 4, defense of 1 black dice, attack of 1 green and 2 yellow. Now the skirmish deployment, he's also a spy leader. Same attributes here. The only difference is the text, and the text abilities are adapt. The first time your opponent plays a command card each round, choose 1 spy or trooper. That figure becomes hidden. Surge interrogation. Look at your opponent's hand and choose a command card. You may discard a card of equal or greater cost from your hand to discard the chosen card. Alright. So he looks like he's actually fairly interesting. Although the fact that the figure looks like he's really upset that the kids are on his lawn again, that's a little hilarious to me. But, you know, I'm just picturing a stormtrooper holding his helmet, yelling at some Ewoks to get out of his garden again. But other than that, pretty cool little pack. The skirmish rules look kind of interesting with this guy. The interrogation abilities look pretty cool. But that'll do it for this episode. Thanks again to Wyatt for letting me open all his cool stuff. And Imperial Assault Week continues. So this has been the Imperial Assault Villain Pack, Agent Blaise, ISB Interrogator, for, of course, Star Wars Imperial Assault. As always, thank you for watching, and we hope to see you next time on What's Inside.